Yo, what up, everybody, man? It's a lot we need to talk about. It's a lot we need to talk about with this whole Denver versus Golden State. Let's take a look at it today. But it's a lot of stuff that beforehand that we're going to cover before we get into the nitty gritty of things. So before we get started, man, I just want to plug the In the Lab Plus app. I want to shout out everybody that's been inside the app and that's been getting busy, getting to work, learning how to shoot, learning how to handle the rock. It's been a lot of fun getting better with you guys. Even though I've been working on my jumper and I've been getting better at it. So big ups to everybody that's been inside, really just putting work on your game. In the Lab Plus, we're trying to create it for the next Disney Plus for hoopers, Disney Plus for basketball players. So I know I haven't did these In the Lab film sessions in a while, but I do have them on our app, right? So join In the Lab Plus. I know a lot of you guys want to see the Kyrie video of me playing against Kyrie. It's on there. I'm not building the YouTube somebody else's app anymore. I'm building my own. So you guys can get mad at it, complain about it all you want. I'm still going to try to build my own app. If you're in my situation, obviously you guys would do the same thing. So NBA playoffs is here. So it's a lot of games that I want to go through this whole week. So just stay tuned. Make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you want to see more, let me know all the games you want to see in the comments. But I'm super excited to get all the way into this film session. We're going to go over something beforehand. Last thing, our necklaces, our Wakanda necklaces. We got one more in stock. We sold a lot of them, so I want to shout out everybody that's copped them. Go to inthelab.tv to cop on more of our stuff. But In the Lab Plus app, inthelabplus.com. All right, let's get straight to it. We got to talk about something. So last year, if you guys don't know how this works, if you're on In the Lab Plus, first of all, you get Synergy for free. So this is everything that ever happened organized for you, and you can watch it when you're ready to watch it. So it's free. Just letting you guys know. Can't find it anywhere else. You can go on YouTube all you want, but you won't find it like this. Now, appreciate you chosen. I can vouch for In the Lab Plus. Go get that. Much love for everybody vouching for In the Lab Plus. I'm gonna add some dope stuff. We got Hezzy Guy versus Kiwi Gardner. I don't know if you guys saw that. They played 2 matches. I don't know if you guys watched it, but go ahead on inthelabplus.com. Now, I want to take you back in time to last year, where I believe that the MVP is in trouble, right? We're almost to the point where it's kind of where Giannis was, where we judge Giannis pretty hard. It's like, why is he the MVP if he can't make free throws in the clutch and this and that? And then he did it. He did that. Now, regardless of what you could say, I thought the Nets would have won that game had Kyrie and Harden played. That it is what it is. They didn't play. But now, get this. When they did end up going to the championship, they played a very good Phoenix Suns team, and they won, right? But now, let's think of Phoenix versus Denver, right? The MVP is up for judgment. Now, let's see how he reacts. Now, it's hard to judge a person when he's missing two of his better players. Jamal Murray, who's coming off of, an ACL or Achilles injury, one of them. And then Michael Porter, who, a young up-and-coming player, right? Solo Goon, appreciate the love, sent $5 through, love the content as always. Can you do a breakdown on Anthony Simmons? I sure can. I will do it on In the Lab Plus, and I may do it on here for you guys to see, since you recommended it on here. Now, I think that the reason why Denver is losing, and they don't have a chance to win the championship, but they're going to lose this series, and they've lost other series because of him, right? And I'm going to prove it. Let's go back to the Phoenix Suns versus the Denver Nuggets series. Skipping ahead. Can you guys share the volume, me and the game? Let me know. All right, so he's dropping back, drop protection. Look at Jokic on every play of this that I'm getting ready to show you. Dropping back, knockdown, easy jumper. So, do you guys understand how hard it is to get screened, how Ayton is screening this guy and still be able to connect to a guy like CP3? You know how hard that is? Knockdown jumper. I mean, it's easy work. Look at Jokic on every one of these plays. Whereas Ayton can switch on these plays and JaVale McGee and a lot of other bigs can switch on these plays, Jokic cannot. So he has to play, he's yellow or drop protection, right? Where he sits back in the paint and tries to force you to throw a tough shot, a floater, or a lob pass, or try to blow all that type of stuff, right? He tries to get the in between until number 5, Barton, can catch back up. Here we go. Check this out. So now they're getting screen. CP3 is smart enough to snake it, so now you can't just catch him going to the left. He's snaking around, so you got to go back to the right. And Jokic is not even affecting the play at all. Now, this is easier. What's funny about this is easier than what Golden State is doing, but I'm going to explain that in a minute. So we got step-up screen, angle to the for him to go to the left. He's got to fight around it because he held the screen. Jokic steps up, and he gets burned. Hand up. Even with a hand up, he still knocked down the shot. Chris Paul, I mean, it's looking like a replay on a lot of this stuff. Pick and roll, bucket, right? Double stagger. And what is this? Look at Jokic's hand. Like, what is that going to do on Chris Paul? Like, really, I want everybody to really think about that. What did that do? It did nothing. And then on top of that, a lot of people were blaming, I think this is Barton chasing him on the screen. He has to go through pretty much 2 screens and play downhill, catch up to Chris Paul. That's not on Barton. You know how hard that is to guard? So his job is just to chase Chris Paul and make him take a tough shot challenge as much as he can on the pull-up. But Jokic isn't even affecting the play. Mind you, this is the easier way, right? All right, so literally the same play. Double, one, didn't even set it. They actually trying to set a Spain pick and roll. Look at Jokic. Standing straight up in the key because he can't step up. He can't switch. He can't hedge, really. This is something that I've been seeing for a while, almost every year that they get put out. Almost every year. Same thing, pick and roll. Jokic not affecting the play, steps up. Didn't even get a hand up, right? The cool thing, or the funny thing about this, CP3 snakes towards the single side. So if Jokic wanted to step up, he could have, because you have help on the backside over there. But nope, he swipes down, which doesn't ever work for him. Rises up into air, and at this point, like, you might as well just count the bucket. Now, I'm not a Jokic hater, so what people are going to make it seem like now that they've seen what they're saying, what I'm showing you, you're going to make it seem like I'm a Jokic hater. I actually really enjoy watching Jokic play. But you want me to just lie about what I mean, this is over and over and over, the same play. And you're expecting Barton to run back up in this play and contest and block the shot? It's just not likely for a guy that his money is at the elbows. His money is at the free throw line right there. There goes Jokic again, like swiping at the ball. And he's like 5 feet from him, mind you. What does it do? It does nothing because Chris Paul keeps hitting the shot. If Jokic steps up, CP3 will find Ayton most of the time. And I agree with that. But the thing is, you got to count, especially if he's attacking the single side, you now could tag with the double side. Like, there's 2 people on the other side. First person would take the tag, and then the other would take the first pass out, and then you would scramble defense. But you don't even have that option with Jokic, because if he hedges, you're going to run by him. If he yellows, he's not going to contest the shot. I mean, I really don't know what the option is. And a part of this is because he's not that mobile. So I don't want to say his genetic makeup, because this guy's an NBA player. He's 7 feet, but he's super slow. So, like, whereas some people and guards, some bigs can guard this, he cannot. As great as he is, and he's absolutely a Hall of Famer. But, like, you're looking almost essentially at the exact same play over and over and over and over again, right? Now, let's go on to Golden State, to where we can watch what happened, 2 days ago? Whatever it was. They played tonight. So let's go. Kevin Looney, Denver. Okay. So I just want you guys to watch this and watch how often that Jokic is being attacked or put in a position to where he has to. I mean, he's not really doing anything. Watch it. All right. So here we go. Actually, this is not the play, right? Oh, yeah, it is. So now you get Jordan Poole. If Looney has the ball, he's not looking to score most of the time, especially he's on the perimeter. Obviously, he's not looking to score on the perimeter. He's going to go hand the ball off to somebody, and if he doesn't have it, he's going to go set a screen. What does that force Jokic to do? That engages him in the action, so now he has to play. So now we want Jokic to be attacked at all time. It doesn't matter if it's a pin down, if it's a pick and roll, it's a handoff. We want to get downhill and make him make a play. This is the perfect thing to do. He steps up, roll, pocket pass. And the worst part about that, they don't even help Jokic out on this play. This is a tag right here in this situation because this is what I was talking about. I think this is Morris, number 11. I could be wrong. I think that's Morris. So he's supposed to tag, but he's not even nowhere in sight until literally he never even shows up. Aaron Gordon, if Looney would have passed out of that, is the first pass to take either Wiggins in the corner or Draymond on the wing, right? Nothing happens. Literally nothing happens right there. So where's Jokic? So check this out. A lot of this action right here, like I said, Jokic isn't even involved in it. So now Looney can freely set screens, right? So he sets it for Clay. Almost like an elevator goes down. So now Wiggins is almost open because whereas they had to take Clay, Jokic doesn't step up. But they do a great job. So watch 32. Jeff, is that Jeff? Yeah, he steps up right there. Blows up the play, switches from Draymond, Monte switches. He just gets into a floater. Now watch it. Another play. So I want to point this out. There's no rim protection when Jokic is at center. He's not a rim protector. He's not a terrible one, to be honest with you. He just doesn't have much bounce, right? So a lot of times, you can just go right at him. Make a play. Looney's not a great offensive threat, but, I guess he's enough to get 9 times out of 10, you live with that. Bad pass. I really don't feel right that Jordan Poole's not most improved player or Tyrese Maxey. They're not even the finalists. Tyrese Maxey and Jordan Poole, clear as day. Or Bane, to be honest with you. All right, so here's Jokic again. Jokic is stuck in the paint. Who is he guarding? He's guarding Kevin Looney, right? Kevon Looney. So Kevon Looney goes set a screen for the best shooter one of the best shooters in the world. Comes off of that, and he doesn't even step up really. Knock down 3-pointer. I mean, it's just like easy basketball. It's like those type of plays are like they're killer. They're gonna kill you. This is just a reminder. So I want to say this real quick. On this Saturday, we have Zone 6 versus Savage Squad. I want everybody to pull up, watch on Caffeine. If you go to Caffeine or download the app, you go on the In the Lab Caffeine page. We fix a lot of problems, or Caffeine fix a lot of problems in terms of glitching and stuff. And so it's going to be a smooth stream, and I want to see all you guys pull up because I think it's going to be a lot of fun to check this game out. So we got a dunk contest that's happening before, and then we got our 5-on-5. Zone 6 is full of young guys. I think it's really cool that the young guys are out there hooping and starting their own team. So we need all your support. We're looking to do some dope things, but this is just one of them. Okay, so in this situation, he's guarding Looney, right? But he's just kind of zoned off, trying to take that away. But look, set a screen. I think Morris kind of fell asleep more or less on that one, but Looney would have set the screen anyways, right? Now we got to step up. Good action, man. Who is this? That wasn't on Jokic right there, though. That's on Green for falling asleep. A lot of people are blaming Barton for a lot of different things, but Barton went the wrong way right here in this situation. So he's got to follow. At least they can switch. They got to communicate that nothing's happening. Leave Klay Thompson wide open. Obviously, it sucks that Jokic doesn't have a guy next to him like, Jamal Murray or whatever. But I still think this would be the same situation would come out. So here we go. Same thing, attacking Jokic. He stepped up, made the right play. Who's tagging? It's a terrible tag. Like, I don't understand why Jokic did what he's supposed to do. There has to be an early tag so you can see a body in front of Draymond's supposed to see somebody right in front of him right now. So then he can then pass out. But he gets a dunk. So it's not all on Jokic. Let's not get it twisted here. But that kind of stuff just can't happen. Now we're attacking Jokic, put him on the pick and roll every time. We're going to get downhill on this. Yep. Let's see. Right by Jokic. Bucket. So you see how much they're making Jokic guard and run around. It's going to take away from his legs, too, when it's time for him to score. It all matters. Everything matters. A lot of people say, well, he just missed a bunch of shots. There were some shots that Denver could have made, but a lot of it is just because they're always in action, and it matters when you get tired. Making Cousins run around. They low-key defensively had the same guy, Jokic and Cousins, on defense. No rim protection right there. Bones is kind of sleep on that play, and they're attacking the double side, which you should. But there's nobody there. They're not seeing any bodies. All right, let's see. DeMarcus Cousins, same thing. There's no help. Bones, it's not really DeMarcus Cousins on that. Look at Bones. He sleep down there. So he turns his head completely where Gary Payton doesn't matter in that situation. The ball scores, so he should be in help side, even though he has a defensive 3 seconds, but he doesn't even see anything, so boom, layup off the slip. I think that Denver's good enough to get a game, though. Denver's good enough to get a game. They miss a lot of easy shots. No rim protection, so we're just going to attack right at Jokic, make him guard, easy bucket, boom. Marcus Smart just won Defensive Player of the Year. I still don't think that he's better defensively than Draymond, but you know what? Well deserved because he's really good defensively. Same thing. Put in Jokic in a move. I'm sorry, not in a move. In a situation where he has the guard, he has to step up. If not, you're gonna get hit right by these threes. Now I want to point something out. We saw Chris Paul going downhill, getting the 2-point mid-range shots, right? The defender has time to catch up and the guy guarding the ball, he has time to catch up when the big is yellow and contest a shot, right? And a lot of these situations they don't, because by the time the screen is hit, they're shooting threes, not mid-range. So you're still caught up on the screen. And then they're not communicating that very well. And then on top of that, Jokic is not hot, 3-pointer up and good. Just like that. Bang, bang, bang. Let's see. Now, this is an interesting play because I just thought it was a nice Euro, whatever, tough finish and one. But my thing is this, being that you don't have a rim protector, I know a lot of bigs that you guys could probably think of too. If you want to add them in the chat, add a big in the chat that would have chased this down, or anybody. But look at Jokic. Watch how Jokic runs down. So you allow a guy in that situation. Marcus Smart would have chased that down, at least try to make a play, but there's nothing. I know it sounds weird that it's just Jokic, but I can't unsee this. So, offensively, obviously, dude is a legend, right? But the Warriors are smart enough to attack this guy every time, because if you don't, he's going to beat you by himself. Let's not get it twisted. He will beat you by himself with a triple-double, no problem. But if we make him work on both ends, we get layup after three-pointer after layup after layup after three-pointer. This is easy work. And think about it, he would have to work out with my trainer to change his athletic ability. So I doubt this dude is gonna change much defensively because he'd have to change his body, but that would take so much time. And believe me, I know because I had to go through a whole transformation. I have lost like 40 pounds. I could jump higher than I've ever been able to jump. I can run faster than I've ever been able to run. But it took me a long time, and I was working out like sometimes I'd be able to jump 5 hours a day because I was committed. So, like, is Jokic going to do that? I don't know. It's up to him. Jokic back in some action, but that's not really on him. I mean, just backdoor cut, best chemistry in the game. Will Barton, he's just got to do his best. I mean, because it's tough because either they go off the handoff or he goes backdoor right there. That's tough to guard. All right, let's look at this play. So it's another one where Jokic can't switch, so it allows Looney to screen freely, right? It allows Looney to just screen as he feels necessary. So you're seeing Looney right here screening. I think that's Aaron Gordon. Comes off the pick. Jokic is still yellow, literally almost in the yellow, like 1 foot in the yellow paint. Comes off. And what Morris essentially has to do is jump up to try to take away, Clay off of this, right? Doesn't work. Three-pointer up and good. But it would help if Jokic could at least step up higher and be trusted to guard that, but he's just so far off. The main thing that you guys need to pay attention to is how easily Looney could just set screens and no problem. Like, we don't even have to worry because in this situation, it's basically Klay Thompson and Looney versus Aaron Gordon. So it's a 2-on-1. 2-on-1 3-pointer. How do you think that's going to favor with the Warriors playing 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 or 4-on-3 the whole game? They're going to win a lot of the times because they can shoot so well. Then they got a rising star in Jordan Poole. Good ball movement. All right, so like there's that swipe one more time that we keep seeing from Jokic, right? He's not jumping up to block it because he's not athletically inclined, right? So it's just lays potato chips at the basket every time. So, like, I know I'm talking fast and it may seem like I'm talking aggressive. I'm not hating on Jokic. I'm just showing you what's happening, right? You can't deny the footage. And if you want, that just means you're talking off of emotion and not facts. And I don't want it to make it seem like I'm ever doing that because it's not. I like the Warriors, but not enough to just lie. Downhill right at Jokic again. Now, think about how long this stream has been going, how many clips that I've shown you of Jokic getting attacked like the whole game. And it's important that I just show you all these clips, so you can just understand. Like, I would love to see, step up, tag. All right, so in this situation, he's attacking a single side, which I wouldn't recommend. So they should have stopped this. The tag shows up too late, which could have been Aaron Gordon. Tagging right there, Jeff Green would have took the first pass or vice versa, right? But now he's able to tag downhill, boom, and then he doesn't take that this pass away. So what I would recommend on things like this is really just pick your poison because I would like to see an early tag right here to blow this play up. Now, if the ball goes to Klay Thompson, Jeff Green will shoot up. But that's just a part of that's. So if it goes to Klay Thompson, everybody has to shift over. So you got Morris in the corner. I don't know who that is at the top. I think that's Barton. But everybody will have to shift over. So pick your poison, right? Or Jeff Green could tag early. Aaron Gordon takes first pass out, which is still difficult, right? But if Aaron Gordon steps up to tag, number 5, I think is Barton. He has to rotate immediately over to Klay. But none of that happens. And then on top of that, we don't even have a rim protector because watch Jokic, he steps up. And he can go get this, but he doesn't. So Draymond that's like a second or third dunk. But I still would much rather have, that's a tough one. That's actually a really tough one. Can't allow Curry to get those rebounds. 3-pointer up and good. Relocate. All right, so we got Danny D says he assists 7 foot. It's hard to be fast. All right, let's name some bigs that are athletic, that would challenge in these situations. A lot of stuff that we've seen. I can name what's the guy from Brooklyn? He's left-handed. He's got a little bounce. I can't remember his name, but whatever. That's one. I've seen JaVale McGee do it for the Warriors. That's two. Capella does this stuff that I'm naming, that I'm talking about. I've seen Capella do it. Can you guys name any more players? I'll let you guys kind of rock. Giannis is definitely one. Claxton. I've seen Joel Embiid go up and get a lot of this stuff. Rudy Gobert. I've seen AD. Who else? Jared Allen. Who's the guy that Jared Allen plays with? Evan Mobley. So there are guys that can do it. It's just that this guy can't. Jokic can't, which is coincidental because he's that good offensively that he's still the MVP, right? He's probably gonna win the MVP. I know Bam, even though he's not 7 foot, he'll go and get that. So it's like you can't use that excuse, right? We can't use these excuses. So, anyways, okay. Here's another situation where Draymond's allowed to go set a screen essentially with the handoff, and Jokic is downhill. Luckily, they didn't even get the three up. Is he going to attack downhill now? Yeah. Oh, no. Hey. He wanted to slip that. All they need is hit the three right in his face. Whatever. I'm not going to really put that on Jokic. You take Draymond shooting that any day. Ball screen. Let's attack Jokic. Okay, so here we go. I think they did a good job of tagging. He sees a body. This is what we're talking about. Otto Porter has the ball. The low man decided to step up and tag, which is not Barton. I think that's doggone it. I can't remember his name. I'm just blanking right now. I'm so tired. He's a shooter. He's a good shooter. He just got traded. Whatever. He steps up, sees a body. Barton is waiting to take Gary Payton, which Otto Porter should have threw that up. But here's the problem, right? So even still, they pass it out to Wiggins, but this is not their rotation. This is Morris's, if I'm coaching, Morris has to make this rotation. Because anytime this pocket pass happens, most teams do not throw it back to the passer. So Morris has to rotate all the way over to Wiggins because, it's dead if not. So he gets a wide open shot. Now you're asking Forbes, which is his name, to go from the tagger all the way out to be a closeout guy? That doesn't make any sense. But even still, right here, has to throw this up. Otto Porter has to throw it up to Gary Payton Jr. It has to go up. That's a highlight waiting to happen. And Barton has to be quicker to take that away. That's why I would rather have Barton be the tagger and not Forbes. And just shift everybody over. But nobody's moving on the other side, which bothers me because it's the NBA. All right. Jokic evolved in another, encounter with a pick and roll, and look how he plays it. So now it's just like 2-on-1 again. 2-on-1. Otto Porter, Jordan Poole versus Morris. And there's nothing more frustrating than having to be that guy to try to run, get screen and then run him off a three. It's so hard to do. It's so hard to do. Now Jokic is in another pick and roll because they're going to attack him now. They have to. They're attacking the double side, which I recommend because it makes it so much harder to guard this now. Pocket pass, extra pass, good closeout, good help. Really was not a bad play, but if Jokic is not going to be a shot blocker, he's just going to fly by him. He should be a charge taker, right, to make up for that. Nothing. Just go right by him, attack him. I mean, he might as well be the wacky inflatable too, man. Here we go. 104-86. Game's pretty much over. Put him back in another pick. You guys see how much this is happening? Lay's potato chips right at the basket. Like, Jokic didn't even challenge it. A couple more clips, I'm guessing. Another pick and roll. Tag is a little bit late because they were just worried about that. They should have committed to it. Draymond goes, and that's not really on Jokic. He did the right thing. Same thing. Now he's on. He bodies up Jokic, probably the shortest man on the court or the lightest. Bodies up Jokic, 3-pointer up and good. Now let's go to his defense, right? Or I'm sorry, his offense. We didn't see enough of that. Denver, open, right. Nope. I think I already got what I need to out of that. Nope, 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 nope. Let's go to custom edits. Denver versus Golden State. Suns. No, no, no. There we go. I'm right. Let's open you up on the left side. No, that makes no sense. Let's open you up on the right. All right, we could do it like this. This is also another thing that's important to pay attention to. All right. You know, Draymond can guard this MVP. Draymond can guard this MVP. He's so versatile. He blows up plays. But don't listen to me. Watch it. But they all do a good job of just playing as a team because if you don't, Jokic will beat you almost every game by himself. By him, I'm dead ass about that. Like he'll beat you by himself. They did a good job of kind of crowding him and making sure there's always a hand up, right? And they also made Aaron Gordon try to be a scorer. That was like one of the key things. They were on top of a lot of his jump shots. This is a terrible shot. I hate when people get an offensive rebound and pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. They know somebody's on their back and they still try to shoot it anyway, especially when there's two people down there. Draymond's one of the best defenders in the NBA. Block shot, and he still tries to go back at him, runs him off, throws a tough shot. Draymond Green. Skipping ahead. Jokic got a mismatch, looking to get a switch. Boom. Now they're going to double right there, right? Now the rotation out of this double is the main key. Right now, Green is not factored because he's out of bounds and Jokic needs to give it up, right? Passes to the opposite side, which Klay Thompson is the first person that has to take that pass. Runs him off, perfect. And now this is just sorry. The MVP, but you got to understand, though, like he's in so many actions that this type of stuff is going to happen. People miss layups. I miss layups, so let's not act like anybody's perfect. He just missed it. That's all it was. It was sorry, though. He just missed it. If you guys like these type of breakdowns, join In the Lab Plus. I got way more where this comes from. I got tutorials. I got the cage matchups, one-on-ones. When I'm playing against Kyrie, it's $9.99 a month. If you could walk long enough on the street, you could probably find $10 laying on the ground or in somebody's couch or something. It's worth it. I'm going to build up as much as I can for you guys, but it's definitely worth it. So it's $9.99. It's like $10 a month for training and like content. So it used to be $50. It's $10 now. On top of that three-pointer. On top of that. Got to have a late contest. Late contest is better than no contest. But normally Draymond Green is up on there early. I'd love to see how Denver is going to react to this because they have a really, really good coach, and Jokic is really, really good player. He's an MVP. All right. They're doing a good job of bringing help, and they're ready to rotate out of that. Once he turns his back, he's probably not going to pass it to Bones, who's right behind him. Block shot, we out of here. Am I watching the Of course. I'm about to get off of this so I can watch the games. What's the Gobert overrated? Rated. Give the Warriors Gobert and watch what happens. There's a lot with Gobert. He he got a series coming out. You get to know him, get to see what the team. We have a series that we're making where I'm gonna be play this first one, but I'm gonna try to get out. Game's feeling good right now. Mm, okay. Marcus Cousins, bro. He is so funny. He be cracking me up. All right. Jokic is out there on the 3-point line, which is great. Run and jump him, rotate out of it, right? Jordan Poole is gonna take this first, and everybody's gonna move over. They made Aaron Gordon a scorer. That's what they were trying to do. Now you're gonna see Draymond one time not even close out because he does not believe in this shot. If Aaron Gordon scores 40, it is what it is, and you lose the game. It is what it is. But he's not gonna beat you 4 games as a scorer. He'll beat you as a hustler basketball and give you hype plays like that. I don't think that was off on Jokic. Draymond can guard Jokic. I'm going to say it again. And he can blow plays up. He's out there recovering. A scorer. That's they're in horn set. Good pass. I want you to pay attention to Draymond because he blew this play up. This was excellent, bro. This is different. And Jokic, right? Perfect screen by Morris. Perfect cut. And Draymond reads. There's only so many plays you can do. Once you know, you can start blowing stuff up. He's right here. And then it's super impressive. So a lot of you guys saying the live is lagging. I don't want to continue going with this. You guys get the point. Let's see how this game. Let's have fun watching it. Sorry about the lag. But if you guys are watching, please go over to Caffeine in the Caffeine. Download the Caffeine app. We need your help.